Welcome to Book World with Karen Reborn. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Reborn. For those who do not know me, thank you so much for the returning subscribers. You've always shown me love by coming back to watch my videos. And for the new people in this channel, kindly consider subscribing. In this channel, we analyze book, and today I want to bring to us a book that is Chike and the River by Chinua Achebe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the analysis. So in this book, Achebe tries to display the idea of having to work hard in order to achieve a dream. And as a result of this, Achebe introduces us to a character in the book, a small boy, that is Chike, who is able to navigate through life in order to achieve something at the end. And we get to see Chike living in a village of Omiofia together with the parents. Chike could not go to school because in their village there was extreme poverty. And as a result of this, he could not go to school. And for 11 years, 11-year boy, he moves to urban center to live with the uncle in order to go to school. Before leaving to the urban area, the parents had to warn Chike about the dangers of living in town. And they also told Chike about avoiding the river Niger, not going there and even crossing through the river. And as a young boy, he's able to listen to that. But all this comes to change after interacting with different people in school who gives Chike different view of life and different view of the river. So getting to the life in urban town, Chike gets there and starts over. Starting over means that going to a new school as a new child, as a new kid, he was called upon to be able to introduce himself before the children, to be able to interact with children, and even to be able to get friends in these people. Chike interacts so well with the children and is able to get a friend, that is Samuel. He also discovers his love for soccer when he joined the school in town. And love for soccer, he could also go and meet with these children, and they created friendship. As a new kid, he was able to keep up with the lifestyle of these people because children could always tell stories about their families, about how they live. Because of this, Chike didn't want to embarrass himself, and he also wanted to keep up with the lifestyle that these people or the children are bringing up. And because of this, Chike was able to lie in order to be friends with these people and also to relate with their own stories. He lies that he comes from a very wealthy family, even though that was not the case. And even coming to the village, according to the way Chike talks about the uncle not being able to even give him 1 shilling, means that they were not living in a very good condition even in town. He also speaks about the living condition of people in the village, and we get to see that in the book. When we see whatever the life Chike has to live, they get to hear stories. Chike is told a lot of stories about crossing the river using a ferry. Because of this, he shows his interest in doing this, and he wanted to achieve this at one point. And for Chike to achieve this, Chike had to really work hard in order to achieve whatever the children were telling him. The stories, he wanted to confirm if they were true. Chike even gets the opportunity of reaching the river and seeing what other people were doing there and how the people were able to cross the rivers using the ferry. And as a result of this, he's so determined and wants to go after his dream of achieving to the other side Asaba, or crossing the river to the other side of Asaba. And because of this, he really had to look for a way forward. At some point, Chike meets a man, that is Peter, and goes to him, thinking that because Peter was a wealthy man in town, Peter Luaba could give him something small to be able to cross the ferry with. He realized that no one was able to offer something like that, and he decided to go to take a different way. Another occurrence that we get to see in the book, Chike is able to pick sixpence by the road, and because of this, he goes to his friend, that is Samuel, S-M-O-G, Smog, goes to Samuel and talks to Samuel about having picked this, and he wanted to use it to cross over to the other side. And Samuel had to advise about the way that Chike could use to be able to get a lot of money through whatever he had. He even misuses Chike's money, and they used some of it to eat some junk food. But because of this, Chike is too determined that he could not even accept to get back or to be told otherwise. Instead, he was still looking forward to a way. Samuel tells Chike about this money changer in town who was able to change money and double money for Chike. Someone even sends Chike to town in order to go there so that the money can be doubled. Chike is so happy. Chike is over the moon and wants to go there and the money to be doubled in order that he can cross over to the other side of the lake. Because of this, Chike is so excited and meets the person. This person turns out to be an arrogant person who is not willing even to help this child, takes the money from Chike and even sends him with something to go and put under the pillow, and the money will multiply the next day. So it means that even the little that Chike had was taken away in the attempt of trying to double the money to make it enough to be able to cross through the river. Because of this, Chike becomes so furious, Chike becomes so angry and decides to look for a different way to go through and to maneuver through the river. Because of this, Chike, we find in the book, that goes and looks for a different way. At some point, he meets children by the river who are there washing vehicles. He's so interested and wants to see why these children are washing vehicle at the river. He noticed that they were able to wash vehicles and they were paid in return. Because of this, Chike decides that what I'm going to do, I will also look for someone, wash his vehicle, and then I will be paid and be able to cross to the other side of the river. And because of this, we also see that Chike goes and meets someone by the river who is able to help out. And after helping out, Chike is able to wash the vehicle and even to earn 1 shilling. The man gives Chike 1 shilling reluctantly. Chike is so excited, and his dream to cross over River Niger has now come to pass. He's so excited and decides to move and to look for the ferry. He's able to wait for so long hours that were never going to end because of the curiosity. On the ferry, Chike is able to cross over and even to enjoy the experience that it came with crossing over the river. Using this ferry, they were able to be dropped to the other side. Because of excitement of a little boy who has achieved his dream, Chike is carried away by walking in a saba and enjoying everything, and forgets to go back and to catch up with the ferry. The ferry leaves Chike, and Chike is now forced to look for a different way. He looks for people and asks for help, but no one was able to help Chike because the ferry was only one, and it was very late in the evening that there was no other ferry that was going to come back. So Chike had to look for a different way on where he's going to spend as he waits for tomorrow in order to go back to Onitsha. And because of this, Chike goes and meets a lorry parked by in a place. Because of this, he's so happy, so excited, because he could relate. He felt that the lorry was so familiar. At least at one point, he met something so familiar. The lorry was written Smog, the nickname of his friend Samuel. He was so excited and enters the lorry and sleeps behind it. On the journey of sleeping there, Chike meets people, the thieves, a gang of thieves that were going to rob a certain place at night. They enter the lorry and the lorry sets off with Chike inside. He tries to be so calm so that no one could be able to notice that he was there. Chike tries all that he could in order to achieve whatever he wanted by being silent so that these people could not see him or hear him. At the end, these people plans and even comes in with a soldier, a watchman, whom they are able to tell about how, plan with him how they're going to raid, how they're going even to do robbery in a certain shop there. And because of this, Chike is so much afraid of what is happening, and decides, when the lorry returns back to town after they stole everything, Chike is able to escape from the lorry and to hide somewhere. The footsteps of Chike were heard, but they were not able to realize where he was. He waits there and sleeps there, waiting for morning to come, which it was so long, and night was not going to end anytime soon. At the end of it, it was morning. Chike decided to stroll around and go and look for the ferry to return back from Asaba to Onitsha. On his way, he meets a person that has been tied on a tree. And this person were under that tree. A lot of people were crowded there. There was a crowd of people, and even the police trying to interrogate the man. The man said that the robbers came at night. They came and they tied me here and they stole. I tried to protect the shop. I tried to protect this place, and it could not happen because they tied me here. Because of a little boy who is so courageous, we have here on it Chike, who saw everything that took place during the night. We have him here. He decides to come out and speak the truth. He said that the man is telling lies and that he saw everything, he heard everything, and the man helped the thieves in planning on how they're going to steal. As a small boy, everyone accepts that whatever Chike is speaking about is the truth and nothing more. He's able to expose these people, and we see that even Peter Loaba, who was known as a wealthy person in Onitsha, turns out to be a trader, and a miserly trader, not just a trader. He was a thief. He came at night to just rob shops and go and sell it and go and use that and produce his wealth. He gets to expose this kind of a man. Again, we see that Chike is able to come out to be courageous. A small boy being able to stand in front of a crowd and to speak the truth shows that he's now grown and is so courageous. We get to see also that these people are captured, they are arrested and even convicted. And as a result, Chike is termed as a hero in this book. Getting back to the beginning of the book, we can see the flashback. We can see that in this book, Chike, as a small boy, is determined, and at the end, he reaches the goal. Getting to the end, when he was able to cross over, he's not able to return back because the ferry left. This shows that there were a lot of misery on his way. The dangers were there. He experienced them all. But through standing up and speaking the truth, that he was able to tell the police and the crowd, he's able to be termed as a hero in this book. And that we get to see there's a part in the book that we get to see that after Chike steps up and tells the truth, that the thieves are arrested and Chike is termed hero. And this part that says, so Chike's adventure on the river Niger brought him close to danger. That is so evident that you can see the ferry left. He met the thieves. If they could see him, maybe they would have killed him, which you can see because he had everything that was going on. And this brought him close to danger and then rewarded him with good fortune. He was later rewarded. His life changed as a small boy, and he get to meet his dreams. So he also, as a little child, exposes the wrong that were being done by people like Peter. So from this, we get to relate to this children's book, and we get to see that for you to achieve something, you have to work hard. And in the process of working hard, there are some hurdles that comes with. And even in when these things come, as a small child, you really need to be determined. You can see he went through a lot and even met a lot of people who were discouraging him along the way, but he was able to be determined and remain courageous until he was able to meet his dream. So Chike goes back to Onitsa as a changed person, a different person, and we get to see his dream now came true. The fear that was instilled in him by the parents was able to be eliminated, and his dream were now evident. He now achieved his dreams, and everyone was now proud of this little boy. So this book gets to tell us that hard work pays. Achebe tries to display the idea of having to work in order to achieve a dream. In order to achieve something, you have to push after it. You have to work hard for it. And that is what Achebe is trying to expose in the book. Most children will relate so well with this book because the characters in the book are children. So it's relatable with the children. So I advise that you take a book to your cousin, to your sibling, and your children, that they can read a piece and they're going to get something from this book. It's a very tiny book of 60 pages, a readable book that you can just start with this as you begin to read, and start with this even if you're not a reader, and you're going to get something very interesting from this book. And also you're going to learn something about the children's literature and children's book, how they are written and how they are different. And so to this point, you're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Thank you so much for returning back and subscribing to my channel. And for the new people that are here, kindly subscribe and kindly share the link to different people so that they can continue subscribing. We are on the road to 1K subscribers. It's achievable through you. So kindly share the link to anyone so that you can continue subscribing. And let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much and bye.